Welcome to the Imperium Forex daily video. Before we begin, it should be noted that any advice is of a general nature only and that your personal circumstances have not been taken into consideration. Hello everyone, my name is Rob Clayton and thank you very much for joining me. Well, to begin with, the silver outlook has increased to a slightly bullish stance as the market now breaks over the MACD threshold of 0. Does give further implications towards the upside, and as the market weakens this level of $16.15 as it now trades at 0913, I do expect to see the market clear this level and look on towards $16.4550 before the expectations of the market slowly unwinding and taking some profit from its long positions. Any weakness on the day still sees an intraday view as a buy on dips with a support holding at $15.75. The yellow precious metal finished higher overnight and clearly above the downtrend at 1,232, with the likelihood that the bulls will continue to pressure the upside now sees the outlook towards a potential target of 1,238 to 1,245 before the expectation of any profit taking or any kind of retreat. Also, with the MACD clearing the 0 threshold, does give further implications towards the upside, with the intraday outlook to buy on dips, with the support holding from either 1,227 to 1,224 on the day. Well, it would seem that the price action in the Australian dollar was not as impressive as it was on Friday. After failing to make any significant moves to the upside, the market is now breaking down slightly from the failed test of that level of 78.4560. With a high being 78.38, now looks back towards the support at 77.65. With the risk event into today, with the RBA to release its monetary policy meeting minutes for June, could put a spin on a positive or negative outlook for the Australian dollar. Now, a break of 77.65 would give that move to the downside and bring in a target of 76.85 to 76.35 and most probably negate any bullish implications from there on. But at the moment, we could see some short-term demand from 77.65. So let's not rule out an impulse towards the top side due to the fact the market will be looking very closely to the RBA minutes to see if there's any hawkish kind of statement in there. So do be a little bit wary in case we get an impulse to the upside. However, this level around 78.4560 may prove a little bit of a challenge to the bulls if it does fail again. Well, with the US dollar still remaining weak, does question the resistance in the euro at 114.85. Now, from what I can gather, is the technicals are not that strong. And if we look over a weekly period of 2 years, you can see the market over 115 only lasted for a week from a stab and collapsed 3 times. I do expect this to happen again, so any move beyond 114.85 towards the region of 115.30 to 115.75 as a supply zone. Now, the market will be looking very closely this week to the this Thursday's key event, which is the European Central Bank's meeting. It is viewed that there will be no change in policy, but traders will be looking for clues about the outlook for the QE. The US dollar still has a tremendous amount of work, but however, if we get a break of 113.65 from this trend here, you can see, does give further implications to the downside and would bring in a target of around 112.40 to 45. Well, dollar yen was a little bit quiet overnight, purely for the fact that it was closed in observance for Marine Day. The market now resumes and could look towards that support of 111.80 to 112.10. Reassess from there as a break from this bullish foundations that I'm holding as a potential base, but may give and look towards 111.10.25. So very, very tricky level. And if it does buckle the level, then we could easily see down towards that level before demand returning. The market's got a bit of a work to do on the top side to get some reversal and would need to clear the resistance of 112.95 to 113.20 to get the impulse towards the next target of 114 and 40.60. but this looks unlikely purely for the fact that the technicals are still breaking down. Well, the pound did back away from the highs overnight and fell from 131.12 to 130.46. Now, in light of the recent advance, as you can see here, the lack of demand over the last 24 hours does give some concern that we could see a move towards 129.80. Now, although I've had a neutral stance since the break of 130.45, a move beneath 129.80 would give further scope to 128.60. Let's see how it plays in the next 24 hours and see if the market can break down. So that wraps up my daily video. Thank you very much for joining me. I hope you have a wonderful day ahead.